Hello everybody and welcome to my first video. In here, I will be sharing interesting contents about tennis and my daily life. In this one, we will take a look at a match I played some weeks ago. It was a battle, a 3-setter, and unfortunately I ended up taking the loss. Initially, I didn't have any plans to make a video about it, but as I was reviewing the clips, I noticed clear weaknesses in my game, and by making this a video, I see this as a great opportunity to improve my game tactically, and hopefully could provide some insights to all of you as well. So in the first set, I was actually standing very far behind the baseline because I knew that my opponent had a massive serve. I was trying to play like Daniel Medvedev where I could return with a full swing from this position. And I would say that this strategy worked pretty well in the first set. I think probably given to the fact that he does not expect me to produce such slow and sloppy return to him, so he doesn't come forward and hit an aggressive shot. However, in the second set, he started knowing my game well. He started mixing up with a lot of serves and volleys. When I was standing 3 meters behind the baseline, it gave him a lot of time to come forward and take charge of the net. And to make him suffer, I had to hit high quality return, which in this case resulted a lot of errors from my side. While I did make some adjustment in the later stages of the second set and stood much closer to the baseline, another problem arises, and is that I simply just could not handle his serve. There are quite a number of unsuccessful returns from my side, and I have a clear game plan before the match that if he does a serve and volley, then I'm going to go down the line return since it takes most time away from him when coming forward to the net. However, the execution was just a problem. Both contributed to his powerful serve and the riskiness of returning through the highest part of the net. And I think that the down the line return is something that I really have to work on in the future. When it comes to the returning position, I don't believe that standing far behind the baseline is necessarily a bad approach, to be honest. Having said that, I realized that I need to mix it up with standing a little bit closer to the baseline, such as interchanging between standing far and standing near the baseline, because that could mix up the rhythm, and in this case, I can keep my opponent guessing whether I will play an aggressive return or a neutral one, or even a defensive one, and this could hinder his serve and volley. Next, on the return of second serve. I did try to step in to take an aggressive return, but if we look closely at a few of these, my weight was leaning backward when I made contact with the ball. Therefore, the quality of the return was extremely low, some barely even reaching past the service line. I think one of the major reasons is that I'm always trying to play defensively, and my mindset has to be more aggressive in certain moments, such as the return of second serve. I personally think that the return of second serve is something really interesting to look into, and I think I will make a separate video about it in the near future. In that one, I will further explain it in details. Then onto my ground strokes. My forehand is decent throughout the match, but my backhand is way below par. Most of my backhand landed short and allowed him to step into the court and take control of the point. The reason why is that the power of my shot is not generated by bending my leg, but just purely my arm. Staying low helps me react faster and increases the stability of my movement and my stroke. Just take a look at this shot where I serve a decent serve, but what I did was not coming forward, but rather leaning backward and play a neutral shot. And that's why I'm constantly in a defensive position, is because I didn't seize these attacking opportunities. The thing to note is that I should stand closer to the baseline and take the ball much earlier, as my playing style is counter-attacking. By doing so, I can both neutralize the power of my opponent and take time away from him. Another thing I lack is variety. I do not mix up the rallies with shots like slices, drop shots, and short angles to disrupt his rhythm. He has just completely adapted to my playing style after one set or even a few games. The remaining part of the video is some of the highlights from the match. Hope you have enjoyed the video. I have to apologize for my poor editing skills here. I'm sure that they will be better next time. Thank you and see you soon.